Hey folks, once again I have with me Avi from Crux Intelligence, and today we are talking about another role that she's hiring for. In fact, she's hiring for 3 roles, but this is for the
Yep.
second role that they've opened up called a brand designer role. I was just before this trying to understand what it means, so why not hear it from her? Hi Avi, how are you doing? Good morning.
Hi, I'm good. The Delhi pollution is giving me some cold vibes, but
Oh,
anyway, moving on to the brand designer role, I think your question was extremely valid where you asking me what is the difference between a graphic designer and this
yeah,
particular role.
yeah,
I think a graphic designer or a graphic design thinking is a dominant subset of this role. I think the other overlapping qualities is definitely of a branding consultant mindset, a bit of it, because we rebranded this year itself, May 2021.
right,
The company was previously named as Cuddle, and we started calling ourselves Crux Intelligence with a new identity, new visual language, new ways of speaking, and all of that.
right,
So I think because the brand itself is not mature right now,
right,
this person has the opportunity to direct the brand language and the personality at a broader level.
okay,
In execution, how it translates is into also being responsible for setting the tone and voice of the brand. So in graphic design, what usually happens is obviously graphic designers are also allowed to think as communication designers.
yeah,
So that's why I wanted to set the scope broader, where you are going to be responsible for what's written on it, like the entire communication strategy. As to obviously we have a growth team which comprises of sales and marketing, where
mhm,
some inputs will come in from them, but there is complete freedom about saying that no, I feel um, this isn't simple enough, or this isn't modern enough, or this
okay,
isn't intelligent enough with
okay,
respect to some of our brand values,
okay,
and question that and re-architect the brief and then move on to executing with your graphic design skills. So definitely looking at graphic designers, but somebody who's also interested in branding a product company at
okay.
large.
So would
um,
somebody who's been a graphic designer and now wants to take a next step be the right kind of persona that you're looking for? Like he's been
Absolutely.
there with the graphic design, good on execution on graphics, but now wants to do more. And I guess the general path is looking at being a UX designer or UI designer, but this is another
Yeah,
path.
yeah.
In case you're interested on the marketing side of
Correct.
your own persona.
Correct, absolutely. You're right on that. Though I'm also open to
The other way around.
freshers here. Yeah,
Okay.
freshers here, because we we do have a we got our rebranding done from an external agency.
Right.
So they
Yeah.
have set up a lot of our guide looks nice, and I'm happy
Yeah.
to share that in the process.
Yeah.
I have Sanjana, who's a visual designer, so she's been taking care of both the product visuals and the brand visuals. So this
Okay.
person will be working with Sanjana. Obviously, there is so much more product work right now that we've opened up a role separately for the branding stuff.
Got it.
And talking about this transition that you mentioned about somebody who's interested in, from a core graphic design background to being in an environment where you learn about product design, because
Mm.
the team is the same. And not
Yeah.
just that, in a product company, how it's different from a design studio or a marketing agency or a marketing vertical in any other non-product companies, and especially in B2B, you are going to be in the center of customer support. See, because what your job is to be responsible for all your brand touch points, right?
Okay.
And where all are our customers or users interacting with the brand.
Yeah.
Obviously, sales efforts first, or marketing efforts,
Yeah.
that's a no-brainer, whether
Yeah.
it's the website, social collaterals. We do a lot of MS, Microsoft ads,
Okay.
all of that. Sales demos, sales pitch. The sales deck is also in a very nascent stage in terms of designing, so a lot of support there.
Okay.
Um, we do some customized pitches, because B2B, you have to, sort of turn around the pitch for an organization. Some help required there. I think the new vertical here is customer support,
Okay.
because in B2B, you are supposed to service. There's a very small part of servicing your clients,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So sending them product launch stuff, help
Demos,
guides,
etc. Yeah. onboarding.
Yeah, also there are quarterly and monthly QBRs, which is like business reviews.
Yeah.
So some support, help in communication collaterals for that, whether it's getting insights from user research and packaging it in a brand language and saying, hey, this is what is going good for you, this is what's not going well. And of course, then there is product design, because in app itself, we have certain brand touch points, like the entire help experience is in a brand language instead of it being in a product language, because what we say is everywhere the product or the brand is communicating, that is a brand experience and not a product experience. Like the jobs to be done is a product experience, but the talking, the help and support and communication and new launches is all brand experience.
Yeah.
So again, I think those are the two new verticals. Yeah, exactly.
So my sense is every single, as you mentioned already, but now I get it. Every single touch point, this person is going to have a look at it, right? Almost every single touch point where your customer is involved is going to be very nice, interesting. One last question. You already mentioned the agency. So will this person work with the agency, or is it going to be an internal role? As in,
no,
because the agency set the guidelines, I believe, and now the person has to execute on them and improve and answer. Is that what they want?
Correct. Absolutely. So the agency at large was helping us in design the visual identity, and they've given some directions, or you call it a brandscape, for how the collaterals will look. But they haven't ever worked, other than a couple of pages on the website, on anything else. So then it's all internal. However, what we do is, because sometimes there are other skills required, like motion graphics or video and all of that. We work with freelancers for those skills. So for example, if this person says that, let's do something cool and let's have this crazy animation on a website, or this launch should have a product video on its own. So then we'll work with somebody who understands either After Effects or Premiere Pro or whatever. And then, this person will set the storyboard to a large extent, and then we'll get it executed by a freelancer. So that's how we usually work with external relationships.
All right. I think there's a lot more in this, because as you said, it's new vertical. I'm sure when you have conversations, I'm hoping you'll find somebody who fits in. My sense is you'll find more of marketing people. I hope you get those marketing people who are very interested in design, because it seems heavy on marketing, but obviously you need to understand design. But that's been great. I'm sure there'll be other questions. I'll shoot them across to you. Thank you for taking time out. And always a pleasure speaking to you, understanding that entire landscape of building that team around a product. So thank you for taking time.
Thank you so much for helping us.